Hello out there, YouTube. This is Ed Pollock from Pollock's World of Entertainment. Thanks for tuning in. Um, this video is on a absolutely behemoth of a roller coaster called Steel Vengeance, and this is at Cedar Point. And I will start out by saying this roller coaster is absolutely phenomenal. It is probably the best coaster in existence, at least as of now. It is incredible. Okay, this is my review of it, and obviously I absolutely love it. And if you look through YouTube, most coaster enthusiasts love it as well. The ride begins with you're leaving from the station, and then you hit a couple short little hills, and then you go into the lift hill for the main the tall 200 plus foot drop for the coaster. What sticks out actually about this is when you're going up the lift hill, you start up slower and then you suddenly speed up, going uphill. You're kind of caught off guard, and all of a sudden you're moving at a slow speed, and all of a sudden it it kicks in the gear, and you're suddenly going a bit faster uphill. Not even going over, but you're going uphill a bit faster. So when you get to the top, then you're going over, and it's an absolutely great drop. It is a great start to the ride, and that is only the beginning. This ride is, as you've heard me sing Crazy Train on one of my other videos. This coaster really is Crazy Train. You're running off the rails on a crazy train, and you literally are. This coaster takes you, it twists you, turns you. You have the inversions in the coaster. It is, and you're going through the structure as you're making all these inversions, all these switches of direction, going up, down, and you're going through the structures. You're doing it. And each time that I rode the coaster was at night. It was absolutely great. And Cedar Point in general is an absolutely outstanding amusement park. And I'll get into that in the park itself, actually, in another review. But the coaster, it was its newest addition, and I rode it last year. I'm planning on going back out, actually, in summer with the same two people that I went with last year. And it was an absolutely outstanding ride. It was exciting. It was smooth, and you had a ton of airtime on this ride. It was really basically you were all over the place as far as that ride goes. It it was just an outstanding ride, and quite possibly the best coaster that exists. It's quite possibly the best coaster that I've ridden, although there are some other coasters actually in actually the same park that are also outstanding, and I'll talk about those in another video as well. But overall, it it was it when you talk about Ozzy Osbourne's song going off Crazy Train, and you're going off the rails on a crazy train, that is that sums up Steel Vengeance to a T. It is just a wild, crazy ride. It starts out great and just keeps right on going. It is. I am sure that I will be riding it again, and probably quite a few times. Um, along with a number of other coasters in at Cedar Point. Cedar Point has really made itself quite an amusement park, and they're actually looking to outdo Steel Vengeance coming up at least next year, and we'll see. But that if they can do that, that's quite an accomplishment. Because man, Steel Vengeance is an absolutely incredible ride. It is not the tallest coaster. It is not the fastest coaster. It doesn't have the most inversions, but it has the right amounts of everything, and it mixes so well into such an outstanding ride. Um, it's just a yeah, it's a masterpiece of a roller coaster. I would recommend it to anybody who likes thrill rides. And there are coasters at Cedar Point and coasters at other parks that are taller, that are faster, but it it is absolutely outstanding. And yeah, definitely if you have a chance to get to Cedar Point, that coaster is phenomenal. Anyways, that will do it for this video. Um, There's not a whole lot to say as far as the specifics of Steel Vengeance, other than it's just a masterpiece of a ride, and it is a hyper coaster. A hyper coaster is a coaster that is over 200 feet tall, but less than 300 feet tall, and it is a hybrid coaster. And when I say a hybrid, it actually has a metal track but a wooden frame. And that gives you an idea of what Steel Vengeance. Steel Vengeance was the Mean Streak, actually, and it was and they refurbished the Mean Streak into the Steel Vengeance. And they did an absolutely outstanding job. The Mean Streak was not all that popular, and they turned the Mean Streak into the coaster that's been given the award of the best new ride of 2018, and it may be the very best coaster in the world at this point. If you look overall, when I have looked at coaster enthusiast videos, Steel Vengeance has either been number one or very close to it, within the top five, almost every time. So, you have a chance, definitely get the Cedar. If you can get the Cedar Point, I definitely recommend that coaster along with the park overall in general. Outside of that, that will do it for this video. And just as a side note, I am actually watching the beginning of the MCU at this point. Watching Iron Man 1, the beginning of the MCU, the beginning of what turns into Avengers Endgame, the beginning where everything started in 2008. So, and yes, every time I hear the notion of don't let this show up on your MySpace page. Those were the days. Anyways, thanks very much. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, and have everybody have a great evening. Have a great night.